Coach McNamee, we got Coach Salmons on. You came on while we were doing it. I was like, man, see if it's all right. Bring y'all on together. Just kind of talk a little bit, just kind of talk. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good, doing
All
good. Yeah,
right.
Coach Salmons.
Now one thing, like Coach talked about, y'all are pretty much, y'all might as well schedule each other the way y'all have been playing just about every year. How is it, just are you familiarity with each other? Does it mean more now that it's, at the big game?
Well, I think, of course, we've both gotten as far as we can get, and I know that they're going to come in ready to play. Hopefully, we'll be ready to play. But we've had some great battles over the years, and we did have home and home there for several years, and and then we played in the playoffs here the past few years. So a lot of respect for what he's done there at that program.
Now, Coach Sam has talked about how tight a community is there at Raceland, how big football is for them. Now, you kind of down in the hotbed down there in Pikeville. Is it? We know how big it is there. So, I mean, how important is it, and how big is it for the right there down in Pikeville?
Yeah, it's the same way here, and I think that's small school feel. Our school in general means a lot to our community. People gather around our school, whether it be sports, academics, band, whatever. It's a big part of our community. And then on Friday nights, that's where everybody wants to go, and it's really something neat. I wish everybody could experience, but unfortunately, I think it's some of these smaller towns where you get that real small town feel.
Now, I just want to know, coach to coach, you both studied each other, looked at each other. What's one thing that you admire or, I guess, respect more out of each other's program?
Well, no, I was just going to say, I think, when we have a lot of respect for Raceland's program, and I think Coach Salmons does a great job. His kids play the game the right way. They play with a great intensity, physicalness. We know there's never going to be any kind of cheap shots, any of that kind of stuff. He runs a first-class program, and that's something that I've always admired him for.
Yeah, I think the first thing with Coach Mack is obviously his longevity as a head coach. I'm a little bit new to this in comparison to him, and is able to sustain his success. And obviously, this is not his first rodeo at Kroger Field or the state championship game. And I think as times went on, what he's been able to do with the Pikeville program to kind of elevate to this stage. But I'm sure Coach will be the first to tell you too. It's not getting to this stage; it's also staying at this level. And they've really been able to do that. That's a credit to him and his program and what they do year in and year out.
All right, Coach.
Real quick, hold on, Coach.
Oh, okay, go ahead,
Coach. I know you're focused on the Friday, the job at hand, but I gotta ask this question. Asking both of you this. Both of you had success in your programs and done a lot. I know when jobs come open, I know your names are always got to be at the top of the list. I mean, how do you feel about her? How do you feel about that? I mean, I know a lot of both of you happy where you at, but how does it feel to be able to have that respect of everyone around the state of Kentucky that your names always come up?
Well, on that note, Coach Butte.
No, I was waiting for Coach Salmons to go. I'll go. I mean, it does mean a lot, when people notice what you're doing. But something that really we do here is, it's so much bigger than me. We've got a great coaching staff. We've got a great community. Our parent support. Our players. We've just got so much here that this and this is home to me.
I'm sorry. You graduated from Pikeville too, didn't you? Coach
yes, sir.
Matt? See, Coach Butte, this is not an issue with these two guys. They homegrown, born and bred there. Both of them graduated from there. Coach Matt probably got 3-4 state rings. He got himself. Man, they ain't going nowhere. Don't nobody mention their names. Probably they like, what about Coach Matt or Coach? Nah, we ain't worry about them.
No, I mean, I a lot like Coach Mack. We're both hometown kids, and have a lot of pride in our program. And like he said, it's a lot bigger than either one of us. We got a lot of people who have been really supportive to get your program to this stage. I guess at some point maybe people throw your name out there. You may be a little humbled or feel grateful or something like that. But Raceland's my home, and that's where it'll end for me. That's just kind of my makeup. Doesn't make it right for everybody else. But that's just kind of it's just kind of who we are.
All right, Coach. Well, we wish y'all the best of luck. And I'm just curious, you know how they had a little bets. What's something if y'all were to bet on the game, like Pikeville? What's Pikeville known for? You know, like, is it a great barbecue place or something? In Raceland, y'all got something like that?
Well, racing's that train horn. If you ever go to a game up there, you better take some earplugs now. Those guys, they're on that train horn.
That's funny. I'd have to, Coach Max. He's actually been to racing in Worthington before, not only the football, but he was a guest speaker at one of our local city churches. I think Coach Mack maybe be able to pull the ear off. I don't know. Might be back in the. I don't want to date you, Coach. I don't know if that was in the '80s or the '90s. I don't know, but maybe
we'll say '90s.
Let's say that. There you go. There you go. He was a guest speaker one day at a local church here in town. So you'd like to bring him back to do that again. That'd be fantastic.
All right, Coach. Well, Coach Salmons, again, thank you. Appreciate y'all for doing this together. And I will go ahead and hit Coach McNamee. And good luck Friday, Coach.
All right. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Coach Mack.
Hey, see you, Coach.